شوف listening مع بعض يا جماعة. حسن, what was the radio program about that you were listening to and you listened to? ينصت إلى علي. It was very interesting, Hassan. It was an interview with حوار مع farmer who was talking about يتحدث عن organic farming. What did he say? He said that organic farming was the best way to farm. أفضل طريقة للزراعة الزراعة العضوية. Really? I don't think it is. Why did he think that? Well, he said that when he was learning about farming, his teacher told him that most fruit and vegetables were sprayed with يا جماعة ترش بيه pesticides. He explained that pesticides could be poisonous. ممكن تبقى سامة اللي هي المبيدات. I suppose so. He also said that in the past the Nile had flooded every year. النيل كان بيفيض في الماضي. He explained that this had left fertile soil. طبعا ده كان بيسيب تربة خصبة on the fields. So farmers hadn't needed عشان كده الفلاحين ما كانوش محتاجين chemical fertilizers في التوقيت ده. He said that the Nile doesn't flood the fields now. طبعا دي fact دلوقتي بعد بناء الهاي دام السد العالي نهر النيل ما بيفيضش. But there must be better way to improve the soil. Improve the soil. يحسن من جودة التربة than spraying the fields with chemicals. What the answer then? He said that they wanted to improve the quality of the soil by adding natural organic fertilizers. بضيف لها أسمدة عضوية. But surely it's much quicker and easier for farmers to spray their crops with chemical fertilizers and pesticides, isn't it? Yes. But he said that using organic fertilizers would be cheaper than using chemical fertilizers. What about the quantity of crops? كمية المحاصيل اللي الفلاحين بيحصلوا عليها. Modern farming makes more money. كسب فلوس than organic farming, doesn't it? What did he say about that? He said that organic farms didn't produce the same quantity. ما بتنتجش نفس الكمية اللي بتنتجها modern farms. So they didn't make quite as much money. ما بيكسبوش فلوس كتير. But he said that organic food أكل العضوي is much better أفضل لصحة الإنسان طبعا. I'm not sure. Did he talk about genetically modified crops? عندي expression مهم genetically modified معدل وراثيا. He asked the interviewer if he could talk about genetically modified crops, but the interviewer said that this was going to be the subject of the program the following week. هيتكلم عن الموضوع ده في الحلقة بتاعت الأسبوع الجاي. It will be on next Tuesday, won't it? Yes, it will. It's an interesting subject, isn't it? Yes, I'd like to listen to that. نيجي للريدنج. الكاتب بيسأل Should our food be modified? هل يجب أن الطعام بتاعنا يتم تعديله؟ طيب thousands of years ago معظم الناس كانوا hunters أدي noun وفود noun. الفود بتاع الهانترز والهانترز أصحاب الفود الصيادين اللي طعمهم فعشان كده استخدمت relative clause whose أداة الوصل whose. Came from يأتي من animals and fish they had killed and from nuts roots مكسرات الجذور الفاكهة اللي كانوا بيجمعوها. later خلي بالنا يا جماعة later معناها فيما بعد. في the later الآخر اللي هي the second. Later, these hunters lived in one place and became farmers. برضو farmers وميثود. الميثود بتاعت الفارمرز يبقى استخدمت whose. فلاحين أو مزارعين اللي طريقتهم of getting of حرف جر يبقى أكيد ing. Getting food was to grow crops from the seeds of wild plants. Over time بانتظام بمرور الوقت ابتدوا يلاحظوا إن بعض النباتات were better than others. فابتدوا يعملوا إيه؟ Save the seeds. يحفظ البذور من أفضل النباتات عشان كده الكواليتي بتاعت their crops جودة المحصول ابتدت تلقائي تتحسن year after year. Like plants, all other living things كل الكائنات الحية بتحتوي على genes اللي هي الجينات الوراثية which control الجين ده بيتحكم what they will be like. Modern scientists can put genes into plants and animals in their laboratories. علماء طبعا في المعمل. And this means that they can modify their genes. بيتمكن من تعديل الجينات in order to change what they are like. ده اللي بنسميه يا جماعة genetic engineering. A type of tomato is an example of this. When tomatoes ripen, one of their genes produces chemical. طماطم بتنضج، في جين وراثي بيطلع مادة كيميائية بتخلي the fruit root الثمرة تتعفن. العلماء ابتدوا يعدلوا الجين ده so that tomatoes don't root so quickly، لا تفسد بسرعة. This is one way in which genetically modified crops can improve agriculture. تحسن من الزراعة. Scientists know that this technology can also protect people from. التقنية دي بتحمي الناس من starvation، تدور جوعا في البلاد where insects or diseases destroy crops. For example, fruit and vegetables have been modified، تم تعديلها so that they are not damaged by the disease. الفاكهة نفسها أو الثمرة ما تتلفش بسرعة بسبب الأمراض، بسبب التعديل الوراثي اللي عملوه العلماء ليها. That kill other plants. However, many people believe that modified food is unnatural. في another point of view، وجهة نظر تانية بتقول إن الحاجات دي تعتبر unnatural، غير طبيعية، وبيخشوا إن genetic engineering may bring new diseases، تسبب أمراض في المستقبل جديدة أو تجلب معها أمراض في المستقبل. So, should we eat؟ الكاتب بيسأل بيقول هل المفروض يا جماعة إن إحنا ناكل genetically modified food or not؟ Surprisingly بشكل مدهش معظم البسكتس، الكيكس، many of other foods إن إحنا already have been eating for years، بقالنا سنين بناكلها، already contains بتحتوي على genetically modified ingredients، مكونات معدلة وراثيا. Have they done any damage؟ هل تسببوا في أي ضرر لينا حتى الآن or not؟ Who knows؟